think this video might be just a quiet video. Give myself time to think while blasting through what I've got here and trying to just get everything into the action queue. So yeah, I'll just get coding away. Why would turn removal need the turn moment? Shouldn't that be the status effect that needs to know when to do the thing? maybe just be a little more verbose. Maybe I do need some kind of on effect. So when an effect happens, reduce turns. We don't need to enter the end state, we don't need to enter the exit state, the start state, doesn't matter. Only when the status effect triggers in some way do we reduce the turns. Okay. Stop turn action, on turn start. Same deal, different name. I think this is different. This. So straightforward as that. did I set this previously? Okay, it doesn't need to be I enumerator anymore. Action queue. Does that stay? Maybe I do away with the whole perform thing. And just have different ways of adding to action queue. This is really going to screw up the code unless I get it working. Okay, so void add to action queue. No callback, action queue, add. I don't know what level it is. Current action level. Instead of adding to the queue like that, add to action queue. It's dot add to action queue. Pass in my current level. Add status effect. So what do we need? I don't think I need to worry about if it should apply. Or maybe I should. Maybe this should worry about if a status effect should apply or not. At the moment, this doesn't care anyway. This just adds it 100% of the time, ignoring this variable here. Maybe I can just use the regular hit chance with these. Um, and maybe some of these we don't want to be jumping up one either for the level. Damage effect. Hmm. Yeah, okay, we just provide everything that this will need in order to apply a state or a status effect. We'll use the battle controller instance to instantiate prefabs. So this will be private game object. let's see if this is enough. This feels quite muddled so far, but I think I'm on the right path. I just need to tighten it up and get the right order of things. Like when this damage effect goes off, is it okay to be creating another item in the action queue at +1, or should this simply be on the same level because it's not really a reaction to this, it's more of a follow-on. I'll see this more clearly when I start doing pop-ups. I think pop-ups might be the next thing that I tackle. Um, yeah. Um, I guess how do you know if it's the first level or what? I don't think we need a callback. Mm, let's just add it, see what happens. Let's see if it actually applies on use. Missed. I need to stop targeting Pete. Ah, okay. Okay, seems to have applied using the action queue. Right, I think I'm gonna need a pre-turn start state. We go into the pre-turn start, and that's where we'll do any sort of visuals like a bar popping up saying it's someone's turn. And then in the actual start turn is where I will do the action queue stuff. Or maybe, let's see, select battle unit. Oh, I guess I've kind of already done it. So when we select a new battle unit, we get the new battle unit, and then we decide what to do before sending it back to select action. Okay, so I've already done that. Nice. And did I do that for end turn as well? No, it just pings off an event rather than putting an action queue. Don't think this will be as relevant at the end of someone's turn. So I'll remove that just for, maybe it'll speed things up. Don't think we need that. On turn end, we just pass through the acting battle unit. Okay, let's just slap it in. I think that's removable now. End turn action. We'll pass through battle.turn.acting battle unit. Set level should be 0 because this is the thing that triggers. End turn action, set callback, and this will change state. Select battle unit, battle state. So this will now set off the action queue system. Meaning, once this triggers, and what does it actually do again? Okay, it doesn't really do anything other than give something a chance to add something to the queue, which is kind of the whole point of the queue. So turn ends, it gives other objects a chance to throw things into the queue, like getting rid of states if a buff runs out or if negative debuff runs out. Yeah, anything like that. Okay. Alright, I'll just give it another test to see if everything's still working as I expect it to. Move, you can ding about, end turn, ends turn, cast magic all over the place, end turn, end turn. That is the heal one, yep. And this is poison, which doesn't allow her to target herself, which is cool. Okay. So I think that's probably it for the silent coding. I think I fixed at least most of the parts that I was interested in. Start turn, end turn being the big ones. Oh, status effect might still be broken. I think that was the big reason why I wanted to switch. Let's see. Poison status effect. Interestingly, why don't I try and turn this into more of a component-based thing, like the abilities are? It's all broken up and then you just attach them. That probably seems like the better option since I've already started it with abilities. If I do this, I may as well have done the same thing with abilities, I think. Alright, I'm gonna have a little think about how I can maybe remove this, keep just status effect, and then have different different components on the status effect that will basically do what we want it to do, like taking damage and things. Oh, it's something like, instead of effect, maybe event, but then maybe I'm just getting in the weeds. I think I'm trying to avoid status effect effect. You know what? Maybe just keep it hard coded for now, because that would make it easier for plugging into what each effect does as well. What I mean by that is, if this is blind, then it would be a lot easier to come in here, type in a piece of code that says catch when this battle unit is going to attack and reduce the hit chance, rather than trying to build that all using components. So that's maybe the safer option, doing it this way. I believe I think this was the way that the liquid fire also does it. Yeah, actually, he does a different script for every status effect, and I guess he probably did that for a reason. All right, let's see. So poison, we purposely grab the on start, and when we remove poison, we get rid of on start. Does a thing, and then on effect. So this would be where I want to add something to the action queue. Let's just give that a go. Should it just be poison damage action or something? I wonder if there's bound to be a better way of doing some sort of catch-all. Maybe it's just deal damage action, and in here it could have some sort of flag saying it's from poison damage, and that would affect what shows when a little icon pops up showing they've taken damage or something. Maybe yeah, I'll try just using deal damage action, and later on I can try and either change it completely or put in just a way of showing poison. So deal damage action. User is going to be probably the status effect applicator unit, and the target is parent unit, parent status parent unit. And so we have a way of getting the unit from the battle unit, but we haven't got a way of getting the battle unit from the unit, because it kind of doesn't make sense. So is this the point in which I start switching everything over to units and entities? Oh, it's going to be a long video, I think. For now, I will make damage action use units instead of battle units. That will update 118 references and 45 files. I do not want to do that. I just want to change unit. That's probably why I screwed up multiple times, thinking this would just rename what's in here when actually it's trying to rename every single battle unit. it's trying to rename the class from battle unit to unit. That's what the problem was. Alright, so we don't need that. It's just target. And because the way I coded this, it seems like the unit and the battle unit can both access HP quite fine. Give me the errors. User.unit. We'll just pass that in. But really, that's probably not what we want. We want to be passing in the unit. And we probably want to be passing in a unit everywhere. Oh, here we go. I guess I'm just doing it then. I was hoping I didn't have to go the full way with this. It would be nice just to update the absolute minimum to get it working and then make a different video on doing this, but I guess it's kind of just what it is now. Just need to do it to get it working. There we go. Everyone's screaming about the user now. And even this is going to change the next time when when I actually do the entity thing. Is this it, or is it gonna give me some extra ones? Just to spice things up a bit. Yep, there we go, more. Okay, hold on. Yep, technically this is all non-battle specific, since we can use spells and things outside of combat. So I should have really known this was coming. User, and then we'll just get rid of this, get rid of that. What's the problem here? Oh, battle unit again. Perform ability action. Lots of refactoring in this video, but it was all gonna happen at some point. Probably should have just imagined in my mind. Start with the most obvious one, as in anything that can be important outside of combat and is not just combat specific. I can't really be using just battle unit. I should have known, and I think I did, but I just decided to go with it anyway for some reason. B unit. Nah. Okay, okay. Okay. That's looking for user damage. How much damage are we dealing for poison? I've not really set that up yet, so we'll just do 40. Ah, you know what? I'll put it there just so I remember that it's actually a thing and it should probably be changed at some point, because this is not really what we want. Just keeps going. Just keeps going. More. Here we go. Is it in here? No. What's the complaint? Haven't saved it. Is that the file? Yep. Target battle unit. Okay, maybe just pass in the unit here and the unit there. If can use this, that'll be unit. The code still makes a lot of sense. Perform this. User is battle unit, so we'll pass in the unit. And after all that, let's just test, and then I'll need to go back and finish off using the stats effect. Right, move. Still seems to work. Fireball still seems to do things, and people's health's changing. And turn button works. Heal is doing something. Yep. Poison. Don't know if this would have actually done anything, but okay, cool. But back to the, I'll get all this closed again. Poison status effect. So here, on turn start, pass in the current action level so that anything that wants to add to this queue can do so after this. Set level, so it'll be current action level +1 like we've done with the rest. It won't have a callback, and then we add to the action queue. And then I think that's it. We don't want to do anything else. This will come out of there because that's not when it damages. At the start of this person's turn, add something to the action queue. And then once this adds something to the action queue, the start turn action will eventually finish and the perform action state will finish, and then it will move on to the next item in the queue, which is dealing damage. So let's give it a check. Is this going to work? Pete. Okay, Pete was poisoned. Let's see. He has the poison. Turn removal. Oh, I think I need to get rid of that turn effect. So, next, Amy damaged Pete for 0 damage because I didn't change it. Okay, that's fine. We'll just put in 10 here. So next turn, Amy damaged Pete for 10 damage. Okay. About to run the action, start turn action. About to run the action, deal damage action. So when the turn starts, the damage is dealt, and the next one will be destroying the status effect after it's done its thing. So let's see. Oh, oops. Okay, so damage Pete for 10 damage, and that should have been the third turn, but nothing seems to be happening. So that'll be probably the last thing I need to worry about in this video. Oh, so this isn't going to trigger losing the status effect. Huh. So deal damage probably isn't going to cut it. It might need to be something like status effect deal damage, and then inside of that we will have a link to the status effect itself, so we can ping off an event saying this has done something, which is essentially what we have here. And then using that, we can catch some kind of event and then reduce the turns every time it happens. Okay, this is the last thing. So actions, let's just take deal damage because it does what we want it to do for the most part. status effect damage action. So the user, the target, damage value, but also a link to the status effect itself. Maybe damage value isn't even needed here if we can just grab it from the status effect. Okay, that's fine, but then also public static event handler on damage, public class on damage event args. Need the status effect. That's maybe it. That's maybe all we need because this status effect is going to be unique. It'll be whatever class punched it through. On damage, we need to remember to add the args, event arguments, on damage, invoke this, and then new, and we'll push in the status effect. Now let's see. So that will just do the damage like the damage effect would, but it's also pinging off an event saying this status effect has dealt damage. So turn removal, what this wants is not status effect on effect. It should be status effect damage action. Ooh, no, it can't be. It can't be. Status effect damage action is very specific, and this turn removal doesn't necessarily care about if it's a damage action, if it's a buff, a debuff. It shouldn't really care. So how are we going to handle this? Maybe on apply, this status effect. Is this completely wrong? Status effect damage action on damage. Oh, this feels dirty, but it might work. So I can't invoke that on this, no? It needs to be on the object. Trigger effect. Is this really, really hacky, or is this valid and okay? So when the on damage effect happens, we will trigger the effect and pass in this object. Whew. So we will add something to the action queue, but then when the action actually happens, we will trigger an effect and the effect is on effect, which this will grab. But only if it's actually what we're looking for. Only if status effect, we have an easy access to it. So if the sender status effect is equal to status effect, so let's do sender status effect just so it's a bit different. If it's not equal, we will return because we don't care about it and it's not ours. But if it is ours, then we'll reduce the turns. Now I've just thought of an instance when this action queue won't be so good, so I'll need to find a workaround. If you have an ability that gives, say, a shield that makes you immune for 3 attacks, then if you queue up 4 attacks and then you hit them, takes away 1, hit them, takes away 1, hit them again, it takes away 1, but then you add to the action queue that you want to remove that status effect, then the next attack happens, you've still got the shield up. So maybe one way of handling that would be having some sort of urgent flag. There's some kind of urgent flag that when it's ticked, and then the effect is added to the queue, it maybe gets added to the start of the queue on that same level. And that's something I'll need to think up. I need to test this though, because this could be absolute garbage. I still don't know if this feels wrong to have the damage action, but then poison catches the damage action. It basically catches when it itself does something in order for this to not care about the thing that happened. So maybe it's fine. Let's see. Let's just see if it works first of all. Because if it doesn't work, then I don't need to worry about it being bad. So here we go. Turn 1. Turn 2. Turn 3. Turn 4. How many turns should it be? I've forgotten. You know what? Just show me. Show me. Turns left. Oh, this isn't even triggering actually. This isn't even, it's not telling me any of this. So something isn't right. Am I not applying it? Turn removal. Let's see. That'll be some sort of inflict status effect. Add status effect. Yeah, we're not really applying it anywhere. Initialize removal condition. Should this be doing it? Initialize. So we instantiate the removal. We set it and then we do apply it. Uh, let's see. Paid. So turns left is 3. We just went to his turn and it didn't reduce. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say it on effect, so it makes me think this isn't even firing. Status effect, on effect. Trigger effect. Is this not happening either? Um, Trigger effect. Let's just add that in. Status effect, damage action. On damage. That should be triggering. So that is definitely running. So this should be sending a status effect on damage, which should be getting caught by this. Is is this apply not running? I'm sure I did see that. Add status effect. Okay, maybe that's the problem. We're not even applying the status effect. Oh, there we go. We do apply it. So what's not happening? Let's see. This runs. Ah, it's still the deal damage action, isn't it? I forgot to switch to using this. So poison. There we go. That's the problem. Status effect damage action equals new status effect damage action. And it needs a status, which would be this. Okay, wonderful. Let's see some shit happening. Poison first time. Yeah. So damage, we're gonna just say 3. Oh, okay. So turns left. Let's go. Boom. Ah, he was damaged, and then it reduced to 2 turns. He was damaged, and then it reduced to 1 turn. it was damaged, and then it was then it tried to remove, but it broke something, which is fine because I think this happened last time as well. So status effect dot remove, but remove on remove, which is this, but then also parent status dot remove this, and that tries to remove it again. Okay. So we don't need that. And you know what, that might be it. Let's just see. So turn removal. We probably want to run this though. There should be some kind of remove. Okay, this is going to be on remove. Public void remove. In here, we're going to run on remove, and then we're also going to run status effect dot remove. So that's on remove is what we want to do in here, and we just want to call remove when we are removing. So it will run the things we want to do in this, and it will also run the things we want to do in this. But yeah, this is not really what we want either. Where is it? The player status thing. Where's it gone? This here. Not really what we want. We want to make this happen inside of inside the action queue. Uh, where to put it? So we have an ability effect which adds effects. We have on turn start adding the damage effect, or adding the damage action. So maybe it's just in the removal condition. Maybe we don't want to do status remove. Maybe we just want to pass in the action here. So actions, maybe we'll do remove status effect. we need things like user and target. I suppose. Um, Status effect is the thing being removed. We don't need that. Get rid of this. So, yeah, I think it's just status effect dot remove. I've got a feeling that's all we need to do. Because remove gets the parent status and removes, and what that will do. No, and I still need to destroy the object actually. So if it actually exists, we will do remove. We'll remove it from the list, and we will run some kind of effect, run some kind of event. On add and on remove. This is probably out of here now, as that'll be done in the action queue, I imagine. Yeah, I still need to add a whole load of code to this once we get there. So the status effect remove will remove everything, but then we still need to destroy the object. Oh, object dot destroy status effect game object. Is that good enough? So if we do remove here, that does parent status remove. This runs the status effect remove, which runs parent status effect remove, which runs remove. Okay. Removal condition. So we don't want to run status effect remove. What we want to do is remove status effect action equals user is status effect dot applicator unit. The target is status effect dot parent status dot parent unit. The status effect is just status effect. When you set the level, I have no idea how to get the level from this. Turn removal condition. On effect, status effect on effect, trigger effect. So where's trigger effect coming from? This status effect damage action. So here we'll need to pass in the current level. These are getting so inconsistent as well, capitals, non-capitals. Let's go capitals. So when we do damage, we also pass through current action level as level. So when this comes through, we can trigger an effect, and it also triggers at the current action level. On effect, it's not just status effect anymore, it's going to be public status effect, and then public in current action level. So invoke new on effect event args status effect is status effect, and current action level, current action level. So now when the trigger effect happens, for fuck's sake, on effect is caught in here. On effect, e dot status effect is not equal to status effect. Current action level, just in case we need to drop the state, remove. No, this may be bad code. We'll stick to remove. We don't need this in here. In here, we'll simply add the action here to remove everything. And then set the level to current action level +1, because we did all of that just so we can get this. No callback, I don't think. So this gets added to the queue, and then when this runs, we do status effect dot remove. This is probably wrong now. We'll do target dot status dot remove status effect, and inside here it now becomes safe to remove the status effect. We don't need that. We do on remove, which then removes this stuff. Okay, that's a lot cleaner, I think. And then when this happens, maybe I do just run remove on this. remove, and then add that to the action queue. Phew, let's see if the order and the logic is correct, or if there's some more thought required before moving on to some more progress rather than refactoring. Missed. 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 Okay, we got him. 3. That immediately drops to 2. He took no damage, blah blah blah. He took no damage, drops to 1. He took no damage, and then it gets removed. Remove that. What? Oh, this is probably just the removal message that wasn't edited. Yep, remove. That was removed from that. Okay, and it got rid of the poison thing, so let's just see the next time it's his turn. Pete's turn. He didn't take poison damage. Ah, sweetness. Sweet glory. Okay, that's enough for this, I think. I hope I refactored everything that should have been. It would be annoying to have to do some more of that. Maybe I'll move on to doing some pop-ups just so it's a bit more visible and nice what's going on when someone takes damage, getting states applied and things. Okay, bye bye.